All right, guys. So once again, we have a teacher who, for whatever reason, right, thinks it's a good idea to post things on the internet about how they push things in their classrooms that have literally nothing to do with the learning or the subject that they're there to teach at all. And in this story, we have a teacher who brags about coming to school to teach children Spanish in drag and makeup because he wants to create a safe space for his students. Take a look.
I teach high school, and most days of the week I come to school in stilettos. I get to stand at about 6'6", and the reason why is so I can create an explicitly queer space for all of my students. That way they know that this place is a place for them, by them, and because I never had one of those growing up. So, yeah, bit of a beast. I mean, my kids seem to like it, so I'm probably going to keep doing it. But thanks for the comment. I really appreciate anyone reaching out. Look for teaching the children tomorrow. Feels very Harvey Milk meets Harvey Dent. I'm here to recruit you.
The fit check.
My admin's actually very okay with me wearing heels. I'm coming to school in drag sometimes. I used to put on makeup, but now it's too early in the morning, so that's not happening anymore. But yeah, they're pretty cool with it. They just think I'm making a safe place for my kids. First time going to school with a dash of makeup on. Little nervous. At this point, I am pretty much full-time teaching high school Spanish in a little bit of full-face drag. Lots of bearded drag. My students seem pretty cool about it, and it doesn't seem like my admins have any problem at all. So, I guess I'm just lucky.
Oh man, guys, I'm gonna tell you. I'm just not surprised, right? I'm just not surprised anymore to see what is going on in our schools. I'm just not surprised, okay? As this guy just openly, flat out says on his TikTok that, hey, I'm here to recruit. And apparently this is a reference to a speech that Harvey Milk gave, okay? However, most people are not going to know that. Most people, when they listen to that, they think that you're saying that you're here to recruit kids. I mean, that's the way I would interpret it, okay? That's the way I would interpret it, right? And that's the part that really gets me, right? That's what really gets me, because I'm going to tell you something. I don't have a problem with teachers that are, gay or homosexual or lesbian. I have no issues with that. But why do you got to wear it on your sleeve, right? I don't understand. Like, what is the point of coming to school in heels and drag, right? What's the point? It seems to me you're more concerned about your own ego and making a show, right, rather than actually teaching students. You're more worried about so-called representation rather than these kids learning Spanish. Again, it seems to me that his priorities are not in line with fostering a learning environment in which, kids can actually pay attention to what's being taught rather than him, right? He seems more concerned with making sure that his students know that, hey, I'm living this lifestyle. Look at me wearing this dress. Look at my heels. That's what it seems like. And to me, in my opinion, I don't see how, as a student, right, knowing how I was growing up, and probably how a lot of these students are, I don't understand how you could not be distracted by all that, right? Just imagine you walk into a class and you have a teacher who is a man wearing a dress and heels. You think that you're going to pay attention to what he's talking about, right? Or you're going to be thinking about, why is he wearing heels and a dress, right? That's what you're probably going to be thinking about. Again, I don't have a problem with his lifestyle. I just think that his obsession with trying to push his lifestyle on children gets in the way of actually learning, okay? It gets in the way of what kids are supposed to be at school for, which, again, is to learn. In this case, they're supposed to be there to learn Spanish, not a fashion show, right? Not a drag show. That's not what they're there for. Don't schools have dress codes for teachers? I'm not sure the things that he's wearing, right? Again, I could be wrong about this. I'm not sure those stiletto, so high heels, I don't know what you call them. I'm not a woman, so I don't know. Okay, I'm not big into fashion. I'm not really a fashion guy. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. I'm not big on fashion. Would it be appropriate for a woman to wear that? Right? Would it be appropriate? Okay, I think there's a dress code that teachers must adhere to. And I think part of the reason why is simply to not be a distraction so that students can pay attention and learn. I think that is supposed to be why teachers are supposed to dress in a way that's not provocative, okay? That's plain. But again, to me, my question is, what is the point of expressing yourself in this way at work, right? What happened to professionalism? Like, what's the point? What are you trying to accomplish? Because he's like, well, I'm creating a safe space for my kids. What do you mean? What is a safe space? What does that mean? What are you talking about? What you need to be trying to create and need to be worried about is a learning space, okay? Create a learning space. And while we're on the topic of safe spaces, okay, the left always want to talk about creating a safe space for these certain groups, okay? And they use that as an excuse to, in some cases, push segregation, right? And their ideology on other people. Now, I can imagine if a teacher was Christian in a public school and she came to school and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to bring my cross. I'm going to bring my Bible. I'm going to read a verse every morning. I'm going to pray. I'm going to do all this stuff because I want to create a safe space for Christians. I can imagine that the school would probably fire them. They probably be like, you know what? You can't do that in school. Okay? You can't do that in school. I can imagine that's what would happen. But when it comes to this stuff right here, when you do it in the name of social justice, it's fine. It's fine to do that. Even though, in my opinion, this is clearly inappropriate. And at the very least, it's a distraction. It doesn't add to the learning environment. But apparently, this guy's TikToks have really picked up, and apparently they have gone viral. So viral that even Laura Ingraham picked up on it and covered it on Fox News. And this is kind of his reaction to his TikToks kind of picking up. Take a look.
So yesterday was an interesting day for me. One of my videos really took off, and that was unexpected. But it did draw some attention from some not so nice people on TikTok and Twitter, and some guy who wrote an article, which was interesting for me. But my students felt really upset that these people were being so mean, and it was a great teachable moment for me that I got to help my students understand that if we're not pissing off the homophobes, we're not doing our jobs yet. I teach high school, and most I come to school. That's me on Fox News. So I can create an explicitly queer space for all of my students. That's me on the Fox News. Oh my God, I think I've just hit a life goal. So last night, Laura Ingraham from Fox News decided to feature my video on her show, which was really unexpected and a little bit weird. And so it freaked me out all day because I've been getting a lot of messages, and some of them were less than nice. And so I spoke to my admin today just to make sure to get ahead of this situation, to make sure that they knew that some people had seen my video and that, we should be fine. And their response was overwhelmingly, we support you, we are here for you, we love you, we want to make sure you're okay. So let me just talk about how, there are good admin in the world.
Yeah, so as you can see there, okay, this teacher, his TikTok unexpectedly goes viral, okay, and as it goes viral, he starts to get some messages of support, some messages that are not so supportive, I guess, and then he calls the people that are not necessarily supportive homophobes, right? Criticism of him is homophobic, okay? That's what people resort to when it's like, no, at the very least for me, I can't speak for other people, but for me, it's like, bro, I don't really care about your lifestyle, okay? I don't care what you do in your own personal life. I don't care. If you want to wear dresses out in public, I don't care. Okay? If you want to wear heels, I don't care. I'm going to do me. You can do you. However, I think, in my opinion, my thing is that I just feel like it's inappropriate for a school in a learning environment. That's just what it comes down to. And I feel like I would say the same thing if somebody came to school, for example, a woman came to school and something I felt was inappropriate. Okay? I would say the same thing, but I think this is inappropriate. I think that, you're more concerned about putting on a fashion show than you are about learning and teaching. However, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I'm not admin. I mean, I ain't really got nothing to do with it. Okay? And it seems to me that his kids are supportive of him and that the admin is supportive of him. And hey, that it is what it is. It's California. Okay? If they want to be supportive of it, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But again, it blows my mind how these teachers continue to put out these TikToks of what they're teaching their kids and, all the things that they're pushing in their classrooms that don't have anything to do with learning. Okay, it has nothing to do with learning whatsoever. You know, people on the left got outraged about that viral video of that teacher doing the Sokotoa dance, right? The crazy teacher acting like a Native American, okay, when she was trying to teach a math concept. In my opinion, she was over the top, but that was probably more appropriate than this, because at the very least, what she was doing actually had something to do with the subject that she was teaching, even though she was over the top with it, okay? This guy, what he's doing has nothing to do with Spanish, right? Again, seems to be more concerned about a fashion show than actually teaching the subject that he's there to teach. But hey, again, I'm not running the school. And if this is what they want in California, and if, you know, kids are cool with it, parents cool with it, it is what it is. I'm just saying, I just find it weird that teachers continue to put this stuff out there, despite the fact that, you know, it hasn't worked out so well for a lot of teachers in the past. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.